Hello class. Today by this program we'll be revising the first chapter, that is Introduction to C++. Through this program I will revise the whole chapter and I'll explain how to execute the program also, and just have a glance how each things work in the C++ program. Okay, I have explained all the concepts, but how are the concepts working in the program? I'll show you in practical. So here I have typed a program for area of a rectangle. Here I have typed a program for area of a rectangle. As I have told in general structure of C++, in the beginning we are going to write the preprocessor directives. In the beginning we are writing the preprocessor directives, means the header files. Here I have written #include iostream.h and #include conio.h. These are the preprocessor directives, means the header files what I am using in the program. Okay, these are called as the header files in the program. These two header files are the must to be written to recognize that this is a C++ program. Okay, when we are writing these two header files, it has been recognized as this is a C++ program. Suppose apart from this, if we are writing any other header files, then it is a C programming. Then after header files, the next thing is we are writing a main here. Okay, here we are writing a main. Then I have told we are opening a flower brace and then we are closing a flower brace. The first opening flower brace is the starting or beginning of an instruction, and the end flower brace is the end of an instructions. So when we are writing something in between the flower brackets, whatever we are writing in between the flower brackets is the main body what we want to write. This is our main program. Apart from the header files and main, within flower brackets, what we are writing are the is the main body or the program that we want to execute. And here I have taken something called as int. I Here int means an integer number. Okay. Now I am calculating area of a rectangle. And to calculate the area of rectangle, I am taking only integer numbers. To calculate the area of a rectangle, I am taking only the integer numbers, not the decimal values. So for that, I am taking something called as int, which is abbreviated as integer. Then after this, I've taken something called as CLR SCR with parentheses. That means it is a function. This is a function called clear screen. CLR stands for clear. SCR stands for screen. So totally it is clear screen function. And this function works for the output screen. What I am showing you, the blue color screen, is the page editor where we are writing the program. But next, to execute this, we want the value, right? Now I've given the input. We want the output for this. So that output screen, the CLR SCR function will be working. Then next I have written a cout statement. Here cout statement is nothing but an output statement where you want to display a message called as enter the values. And then I've taken a statement called as cin. L and B means the input values what I want to calculate are being given with cin statement. And after giving the output and input statement, then we are going to calculate the logic. Understood? After giving the output and input statement, then we are going to give the logic. So once after the logic is done, the value will be stored and that value has to be printed on the output screen. So for that, we are writing this particular statement. And to get this particular statement on the output screen, we are making use of a function called as getch. Getch is here means get character. Get is for get. Ch is for character. So after printing the output, after calculating the output, to print the particular output on the output screen, we are making use of getch function. So here, in the beginning of the chapter, I have told something like called as character set. So in the character set includes alphabets, digits, special characters and spaces. So in this program, you can see all the things I have made use. I have used alphabets, I have used special characters, but I'm not using numbers here. Only the thing is that one. So you can see we are made use of alphabets and the special characters. So special characters like brackets, comma, the symbols, all these I have made use. So these are the special characters. Then after character set, I have explained something called as tokens. I have explained something called as tokens. So what I have told, token is the smallest individual unit in a program. Token is the smallest individual unit in a program. So in this particular program, each individual unit, I am mentioning it as individual. So suppose it is an ash or an alphabet like I, N, C, or even a full stop is considered as the individual unit. So each individual unit in a program is considered as a token. And further, these tokens are classified into 6 types. Those are keywords. I told about keywords. So what did I tell about keywords? Keywords means which are predefined in the program, which are already predefined, means which already have a some specified meaning, and those are used only for a particular reason. For example, I have made use of int here. You can see int. So this int is a keyword. How to identify it as a keyword? You can see it is already in a white color here. So these keywords, like these cannot be used wherever I need. Suppose if I want to write int after area as a variable, it will show us an error. For example, I am executing the program. It is showing an error. Declaration terminated incorrectly. You can see, look at the cursor where it is blinking. The small line, it is showing there. It is showing it as declaration terminated incorrectly. Why? Because I have made use of keyword in place of variables. So it must not be used. Why? Because they have a specific reason where they have to be used and for what purpose they have to be used. In the same way, next we have something called as identifiers. So I told identifiers are the various names given to the programming elements. So here area, for example, area is my identifier. This is a name I have given to calculate the rectangle. So here area is an identifier, and I have told identifiers have some specific rules. What are the rules? First one is it must always be an alphabet in the beginning. So area, A is alphabet in the beginning. Apart from alphabet, you must not use any digit or special symbol in front of that. In case if you are making use of any special symbol or character in front of area, suppose I am writing it as one area. Okay, I will write it as one area and try to execute my program. It is showing me an error. What is it showing an error? Declaration terminated incorrectly. Why? Because identifier must always begin with the alphabet in the beginning. And then it should not contain any space. Suppose if I'm giving a space like this, AR space EA, the same error will be shown again. Declaration syntax error. Why? Because identifier should be a single word. It should not have any space in between. And apart from underscore, no other symbol should be used. See, it is not showing any error of declaration syntax. It is only showing undefined symbol because I have taken AREA here and in the program here I have taken it as area, so it is showing the error that I'll be explaining later. So I told apart from underscore, no other symbols can be used. See, suppose if I'm using plus, then you will be having the error, declaration syntax error. So the one more rule is that only underscore should be used. No other special characters must be used in between. This is an identified third rule. And fourth one is it must not be an uppercase or lowercase. Suppose here if I'm writing it as capital A and here I've taken it as capital AREA. Here I've taken it as in small case. Even here I've declared in lower letter. Now I'm trying to execute the program. It is showing me the Error. What it is showing? Undefined symbol area. Why? Because I have defined it as, what I have defined it as? Area I have defined. But what is my first letter over there? It is capital A. But whereas I am making use of lowercase in both the terms. This is the error. So identifier should be of same case of letter should be used everywhere. These are the rules of an identifier. I think identifiers also are clear. What are those? It should be a first letter should be capital letter. No other symbol should be used apart from underscore. Reserved words should not be used as identifiers, and it is case sensitive. Means if lowercase cannot be converted to uppercase and uppercase cannot be converted to lowercase. This was the identifiers. Then next, coming to variables. So here, variables means which change the quantity during the time of execution. So whenever I'm trying to execute my program, it means you can change the quantity of the variable. Suppose here I'm trying to execute the program. I have to give the values for L and B. So here for the first time, I'm giving the value as 5 for L, and for B, I'm giving it as 4. Now, what is the value? The value is 20. The second time when I want to execute, I'm giving it as something called as 60 and 40. What is the value? 2400. What is happening here? Each time I execute the program, the variable quantity is being changed. So the variable definition goes as, it is a quantity whose values change during the time of execution. So this is the variable here. And the variable even also gives the memory allocation. So what memory allocation I have to take? For each variable I have to specify some memory. So that memory is given with this data type int. And then next I have told about constant. So for the constant it is, so before going to constant I'll tell you the syntax of variable. I have told variable syntax is data type variable list. So the data type here is int. Data type means what type of value you want to give. That has to be specified before only, or previously only you have to decide what type of data you want to give. Suppose if I want to give decimal value, then I have to write it as float. It is floating point number means decimal values. For that, I'm writing it as float, float. Why? Because I'm giving decimal values. Now, if I want to give only integer values, then it is int. So, data variable syntax goes as data type and variable list. Any number of variables can be given. Then next coming to constant. Here, constant means which does not change the value during the time of execution. It means, see, suppose if I'm giving the value as 50, and here, if I'm specifying it as previously as 40, and I'm trying to execute the program. Here I have taken scene statement. Instead of scene statement, if I declared there only, it will not show you the values. See, the constant works as, it is giving you directly the value. Why? Because I've already specified the constant value. So any number of times if you are executing, the value is same. See, I'm executing it for third time. It is for fourth time. It is giving you the same value. Why? Because I've already mentioned the constant value. I've given the L and B value in previous only. Means it is already constant. Suppose if you're not mentioning the value over there, then it is a variable which always keeps changing the value during the time of execution. This is a constant, and the constant has four types: integer, floating, character, and string constant. Those will be seen later. Just for reference, you know what is a variable and constant now. Then after this, you had operators. Operators had arithmetic operator, logical, relational, and you had many more. That is 9 types of operators. Here I am making use of arithmetic operator as into this multiplication symbol. So it is a basic arithmetic symbol. Apart from plus, minus, multiplication, division, and modulus, apart from this, if you are making use of any other trigonometric function or any other functions like square root or power function, then you have to make use of another header file called as math.h. This is the header file that we should make use when we are using other symbols apart from the arithmetic operators like square root, trigonometric functions, or any other operators. For example, if you want to find the square root of any number, then you have to write it as SQRT, and that particular variable or number has to be mentioned in this way. And to execute this particular operator, you have to make use of header file called as math.h, math dot h. So these are the operators. Apart from this, we had something called as punctuators. So these punctuators are nothing but they are used as separators in the program. I said these are used as separators in the program. So look at the program. I had told we are making use of braces like small brackets. Here, my main function consists of small brackets, CLR, SCR consists of small brackets, and getCH also consists of small brackets, which I have named it as parentheses. So these small brackets are called as parentheses, and these are written to know that this is a function. Okay, this is called as a function. So to represent something as a function, we are making use of small brackets and it is called as parentheses. And these parentheses are given only for the function. Here function means which will give specify some reason for those particular things. I have told main means it is a function. Without main, no C++ program will be executed. Remember this. And CLR SCR is a function which will clear the output screen. getCH will give you the output in the output screen. So these parentheses are used here. And flower brackets are used here to instruct the starting and ending of the instruction. Apart from this, I have told colon and semicolon. So my each line ends with a semicolon in C++ as and these semicolons are called as terminators. I told these are called as terminators. How you make use of full stop in the common language to end a particular sentence. Here, to end a particular line, we are making use of semicolon here. So, the semicolon works as a terminator. It means it is an end of the line. Every line must end with a semicolon apart from main and the header files. Apart from the main and the header files, the whole thing what we are writing must end with an semicolon. So these are the some punctuators we are making use. So understood? I have told about keyword, identifiers, variables, constants, punctuators are explained clearly in this. And I have told what is a token also. So this is the simple program to explain or revise the first chapter I have done. This is the output screen. I have got it area equal to 0. Why? Because I have not taken the ceiling statement here. So this is how the program executes. And I hope all the concepts of first chapter what I have taught are clear. And next we'll be starting up with another chapter called as data type that I'll be continuing tomorrow. Okay, thank you.